and it all matters in this beautiful composition of abstract thought process,
Mm.
you know, and
Yep.
it's a mixture of knowledge and abstract movement. And I could go on forever, but I don't want to bore the hell out of you guys.
No,
No,
I stopped drawing. I
I
stopped.
stopped drawing too. We're eating it up, buddy.
Well, so I'll get back to this real quick. You could see Wolverine here is sexy. He is what he is to be. He's broad, he's powerful, he's strong. The curve of his forehead is tilted like a man's forehead. A female forehead is more straight up and rounded, and this is a his brow protrudes. A
Yep.
woman would be more feminine, where it's more round and a soft brow. I put a bend in his nose where the bridge of his nose is from his skull. And just enough of a palate here. He doesn't have a very long palate, but he has a strong jaw, strong chin, and then the jaw, right? So all these lines are put here also in for a reason. They're creating movements. They're
Yep.
creating movements. I am drawing it, but I'm not just drawing it. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, there's an intention behind every line that you're putting down.
Right. And so, like you said, oh, look at how far he went. So I could ink this right now, right? I'm not going to ink it, but I could ink this right now, right? But all that I needed to say is done,
Yeah,
and it still has the sexy. So that's it.
definitely. We got a question for you in the chat, guy, on the subject of Wolverine.
Okay.
Mr. Richard Westfall would like to know, what's your favorite Wolverine costume? Do you have a favorite?
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So first of all, Wolverine in almost any costume he's ever had is, I mean, bar a few, but most every costume he's awesome because the character himself is just plain freaking awesome. And
Yeah.
if you take the original costume or you take the newest costume in the Deadpool movie or whatever, I don't know if there's another one after that. Um, Depending on who's drawing him, that damn costume will look cool,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not going to say that it's some costumes, some characters designed, and some costume designs work better with different artists. First of all,
Mm.
but I will say I love uh, John Byrne's brown and amber costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now hear me out though. But something about the pauldrons, is that what they are on Wolverine's shoulders in his yellow costume?
Yeah.
Yeah, something about that. I don't know. It's because I'm an anime fan and I like shoulder pads. I don't know what it is, but something about those pauldrons. I used to love the brown and gold more than anything, but it bothered me to no end that how did his shoulder sleeves stay on him like that? It bugged
Yeah.
me. I thought it was cool, but it bothered the hell out of me. So um the oh, my hand fell. My so the so I would have to say my favorite is the golden and black, golden blue,
Yeah.
gold blue red, whatever. I would say that the John Byrne gold um, costume is my favorite. What about
Nice.
you? Did he put what his favorite costume was? His
He
favorite Wolverine
didn't.
costume?
Richard, which one is your favorite, buddy? I'm gonna pop this over here to Mr. Edward Lilly, giving you the full screen, buddy. Seeing the progress. Richard says, agreed. All his costumes are awesome. All right. What about your favorite, though, Richard? Guy told you his favorite. What's your favorite? If you had to pick only one Wolverine costume to see for the rest of eternity, which one would it be? I gotta go with the brown, uh, the burn one, or again, I'm with Guy on the yellow, gold, and red.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat too.
So when you say original, Richard, you're talking about the one that's on that Hulk 181 cover that I showed, the yellow and black.
That specific cowl.
Okay, yeah, he says, "Yep." All
All
right,
right, the Herb Trimpy,
the
the
Herb
Bermuda.
Trinity. Yep, yep.
Yeah, and by the way, for everyone out there, um, it's Sal Buscema. It's not
Yeah,
Buscema or
it's not.
Buscema.
Yeah, it's not Buscema,
Yeah,
Buscema.
it's not. It's Buscema. I
Yep.
know he's one of my best friends, and he's my anchor for like 15 years. And Herbie is Herb, not herb, no herb, or yeah, it's Herb Trimpy, Trimpy, Trimpy. It's not Trimp or anything. It's Trimpy.
Isn't it funny how everybody wants to overcomplicate and overpronounce a lot of the names?
Well, I think it's just that sometimes the syllables and stuff, when you're
Yeah,
young and you find an artist and you're young maybe or something, and or you're the first time you see someone, you'll just see it a certain way, and then you'll assume that it's that way, and then
yeah,
if you don't have somebody who really knows the person, it's really hard to know. But I mean, there's guys who had done like videos that had like a million people who saw it and stuff, and they said Sal's name wrong. So I would message them and be like, "Yeah, just look me up. You'll know that I know what I'm talking about." So,
yeah.
you know, and most of the time they say, "Oh, I know who you are. I get it. Okay, But because if they really know comics, they'll have heard of me.
Just so
Um,
they don't think you're a troll going on there and correcting them.
Well, it's not just that. Yeah, but I just want people to know how to say it right, because it's like a mat. If you get something on your face and no one tells you, and you gotta,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is when you're saying stuff like that.
Well,
It's like
plus it's
yeah,
it's a respect thing too, you know? Like I mean,
yeah,
you know those guys.
yeah.
All right.
We
Well,
got
then there's
another
one question I have for you. I have a question.
Go for it, Travis, and
Okay,
then Richard
is
has
it
another
is it
question.
is it Bill Sinkowitz or is it Sienkiewicz?
Sienkiewicz,
Sienkiewicz.
Sienkiewicz. I actually worked with Bill. Bill is another very close friend of mine, and I worked with Bill on he inked me on Tales for a Halloween Night number 5. John Carpenter presents Tales for Halloween Night number 5. Um,
Nice.
yeah, yeah, and he inked my brother on a book that he had done. And it's Bill. Yeah, you had it. You said it right. Um,
Sienkiewicz, yeah.
Sienkiewicz?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
James has it. So what was the other question? And was it for me or someone
Uh
else?
no, there's another question for you in the chat from again from Richard. He wants to know, did you ever meet Stan Lee, or what's your favorite story about him?
I does he want a personal story? Yes, I've met Stan Lee. I met Stan Lee in 1994, 3, 4, something like that. 6, 5, 4.
Yeah.
Um, and I knew Stan Lee for many years. We weren't like the closest friends or anything like that, but we knew each other. We knew, and we saw each other. And the last time I had seen him several times. And every time I saw him at a convention, if we crisscrossed, we would talk for a few minutes and say, "Hi, how you doing?" All that stuff.
Yeah.
But the last time I had a long time with him, I think it was like a half hour. He and I and Joe Sinnott. Joe Sinnott was a very good friend of mine, and I was hanging out with Joe, and Joe and I were going to be going to dinner, and so Stan was at the con, so uh, we had been backstage, me, Joe Sinnott, and Stan, and I think Steranko was there for a little bit, and then he left, and it was us hanging out for a little while. So yeah, that was my best memory with Stan. We hung out for like a half hour hanging out with Joe Sinnott.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Um, yeah, yeah, it was cool. He was a very nice person. He loved comics more than I think almost anyone I ever. The only person I think who might love comics more, I don't know about more. No, Rob Liefeld and I are acquaintances, and
Yeah, he's pretty passionate about comics.
that guy uh, lives, breathes, and everything in his world is comic books.
Yeah.
Um, um, so but Stan was, I mean, he loved it more than anything. So any other stories, uh I'll just leave it there, because I don't there's all kinds of things that people think and say and all that, and
Right.
I don't care about any of that. I just know, if I don't care about anything that anyone says bad about any creator. Okay, first of all, but I'll say this: what my friends say, like Sal loves Stan. All my friends loved Stan. Stan did all kinds of stuff for a lot of people. Had nothing to do with his writing. Had nothing to do with creation of characters or anything. Just that he did stuff for them. He got them
Yeah.
hired. He gave them work. He told people about them. He pushed comics. He pushed creation. He told everyone, do it, get out there and go, have fun. So I I I have only heard from, and these are legends, like Joe Sinnott loved Stan to death. You
Yeah.
know, so I hope that was sort of
No,
answering
that's
the
great.
question.
No, that totally did. Yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Is there anything else, or was that the end?
That was it. Yep,
Okay, good.
that
All
was
right,
it. And
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
do this
popping
one.
a yeah, I'm just popping around here. Richard says, "Great story." That's awesome.
Thumbs
Yeah,
up.
anybody else in the chat? Let us know if you have any questions. Guy has been in the industry for a very, very long time. Chances are, if there's a prominent creator that you are a fan of, Guy has had some sort of interaction with them over the many, many years of his career. We got Kenneth Bird back in here with us again this week. Welcome in,
Hey,
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Says hi to everyone.
Hi, Kenneth.
Awesome, guys. All right, I'm just popping around. Richard Richard says he loves Ron Lim.
Ron Lim. I inked Ron Lim on video game art for
See,
Avengers.
I told did I tell you that our boy Guy was gonna at least have some kind of interaction, let alone the fact that he inked him? That's
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so cool. You've been around a long time, buddy.
yeah. Well, it's been a really long time, and um, you
I
know,
feel like you're just now starting to get your due a little bit. You've paid your dues and now you're getting your due.
well, it's that I've never been a person who like pushes my name or anything. I try to push everybody. I try to push everybody else.
Yeah.
Um, one thing I learned, and again, I don't, if anyone wonders why I always harken back to martial arts, I started martial arts when I was 7 years old. I've been doing it for 49 years. I've done many different forms of martial arts and systems, and even Western boxing for 15 years. And everything is about the discipline of it and everything. So everything kind of relates to it, because when
Yeah.
you do martial arts for a long time, you have a thought process on how you live the daily life and how you interact with everything. So I'll keep
Yeah,
going back to
I
that.
think it might be funny for everybody here to know like actually how we ended up meeting was Guy and his brother Ian, they actually reached out to me. This was before I had the podcast and everything, and they reached out on my personal Instagram that has more of my martial arts stuff and all of that, just to tell me like what a fan they were of me and my martial arts accomplishments and everything, and that they were fellow martial artists and admired what I was doing. And then it just so happened to be that we also ended up having the art and the love of comics in common. So
Mhm.
when I started the podcast up, they were some of the first people that I offered to come on, but I was just blown away that these legendary comic book artists were a fan of what I do in the martial arts world, and then we hit it off and developed great friendships, and
Yeah.
have been connected ever since.
Yeah, yeah. I have friends all over the world in martial arts, and I mean, like literally all over the world. And I've been around the world, training, sparring, and full contact and all that shit, um, and just learning from everyone too.
Yeah.
You just every time you interact with anyone for anything that you do, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn something. You know. So I enjoyed going around the world a lot and meeting different people and meeting different martial artists. And I posted today. I was showing some respect to my Wing Chun brother, Master Sifu Ki Innis. Ki Innis
Yeah.
lives in Japan, and if you go to my page, you'll see I posted a little honorary image of him posting. He's a great guy, and guess what he does? He also draws. He's
See,
a
there you go.
he's a translator uh, in Japan, translating art, like when they do art classes and life drawing classes and everything. And he
Yeah.
translates during the life drawing classes and everything.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
yeah, it turns out, I was out in Dengfang, and we were out going to the Shaolin Temple, and we were all training. And I met him out there, and he was drawing, and I was like, "Yo, yo!" And he's like, "Yo!" It was cool. It was cool.
That's cool. Let's see in the chat here. Richard says, I see Ron Lim every year in Sacramento at Free Comic Book Day. What game cover should I have him sign? Which is the one? Do you remember which one it was that you worked on with him, Guy?
No,
Oh, it's been too long, huh?
no, it's not too long. It's just I don't look at anything after that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they're like, here, you're gonna ink Sean Chen. Here, you're gonna ink Ron Lim. Here, you're gonna do this, and then I get it, and then I do it, and then it goes out, and then
Yep.
it goes on stuff like
It's that
yeah,
production line. Yeah, you
yeah,
were telling me so much of you and Ian's stuff. You said like there's so much of it that's out there that people don't even realize was work you guys did that's on like toy packaging and everything else.
yeah. We did um asset art for while I was doing that other stuff. Right, it was some video games or whatever. We also Ian got a job doing asset art, and then I got the job inking him on most of it. And
Right.
um, the asset art was Avengers villains. Now I don't know where any of it goes, and then but what happens is Ian and I started catching it on a box, and then it's a Hot Wheels car, and then it's on a poster, and then it's on what do you call it, wallpaper, and then it's in
Mm-hmm.
on a hat. And some guy came to me at a convention, and he wanted me to sign some ROM books. I think it was ROM, and the first ROM book or something. And so I'm signing it, and I look up at him and I'm like, "You want me to sign your hat, your belt, and your shoes too?" He's like, "For what?" I'm like, "Because that's my artwork on there. I inked my brother on that stuff. My brother drew that stuff, and I inked it." He's like, "Get out of here. But like, I didn't know. Somebody had a mug at a convention at their thing, and I'm like, "Hey, that's my artwork on there." you know. So
That's so funny.
yeah, yeah. So it happens all the time. So with that stuff, I have no idea. And I got to be honest, guys. I own like 20,000 comics and such. You think I read them all?
Nope.
I hate to say it, but I don't know what's happening in the industry like at all. I just do what I do, and I draw, and then that's it. And then it goes out.
Yeah.
Unless it's my project, I have no idea where any of it goes or
Right.
who's inking it, when it came out, what the title of it is. I was interviewed about characters that I created. I couldn't remember their names because
Yeah.
it's not my focus is just to do art. Is that, that's it's thick.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So there you go for that.
um. Oh, let's see here. Richard says, James, do you like kung fu? Yeah, man, I have a lot of respect for all different martial arts. I was a traditional martial arts guy before I branched into Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I did a style where it was very similar to Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, to where we were doing stuff from all different styles and kind of incorporating it. And so I've done, stuff from kung fu and all different things back in the past when I was a kid.
Oh, I know Taki Kamura,
Oh
Bruce
yeah.
Lee, one of Bruce Lee's first students.
Yep.
There's a illustration I did of Taki and Bruce in the museum in Washington.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
yeah, it's a martial arts museum, and
Yeah.
he was one. He's the only. I think there's only two guys in the world
Mm-hmm.
who have Junfan Gung Fu certification, Jeet Kune Do, and what else was it that he had? He has three certifications,
Yeah.
and they're all from Bruce Lee.
That's amazing.
So I had drawn. They had asked me, "Hey, guy, would you draw a picture of Taki?" And I'm like, "Hell, damn, yeah!" So it was for his birthday and stuff.
That's
Um,
so cool.
yeah, yeah, and then yeah, but he passed away too. So
Yeah.
you know,
Lots
that's
of the
my
legends.
yeah, 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 yeah. Ian trained a little bit with Danilo Santos.
Oh
If anyone
yeah.
knows, yeah, 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 yeah. You could.
Legendary.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and Dan's daughter, she was in the Ahsoka
Yep, yep. That's
series.
right.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. Ian might know her. Ian.
Oh yeah, Ian's the Hollywood guy, man. I'm sure he does know
Yeah. I
her and
mean,
a bunch of other people. You're a Hollywood. You're connected in there too, though.
yeah. But let's keep that not on here.
No, no, I know that. I know that.
Yeah, yeah. I am. I know a lot of people
Just based
around.
on, I'm strictly saying that based on not our private conversations guide, but the
Yeah, yeah,
what you've
yeah,
posted some of the film work you've
yeah,
done in the past on your Instagram.
yeah, 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 yeah. But I know. I'm connected with a lot of people around the globe in martial arts and in Hollywood. So it just so happens, I just, I'm the kind of guy I'll like just walk out of a store and bump into, James Cameron or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's just how it's always been for me. It's always been like that. I don't know what it is. So then I meet these people and then I'm friends with them. You know?
that's cool, man. You got that mutual love of the martial arts.
Oh yeah,
Mutual
yeah,
love of martial arts, mutual love of all things art. I think it's all tied together.
yeah. Well, Ian and I, we when we were young, we studied the Renaissance artists. We weren't studying comic books. We
Yeah,
were we were drawing from Renaissance artists. Um, we would go to the library and make photocopies. It was 5 cents a copy at the time, and we would make photocopies of Da Vinci's work, Michelangelo's work, and all the Renaissance artists and stuff. And go home. I liked Rubens and Tintoretto, and I was a 1400 1416. Albrecht Dürer did the praying hands. Maybe I'm not sure. The etching, and I was a big Albrecht Dürer fan. Um, so we studied that stuff, and
yeah,
then we were sent to a gifted school when we were young. We were taken out of class and sent to a gifted school, and it wasn't a gifted class; it was a gifted school.
right.
Um, and man, I tell you, it was amazing. Ian, my brother, can draw his dang ass off. Holy crap, that guy can draw. Dang. Anyone out there doesn't really doesn't really know my brother's work, check out some of his work, and
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
he's so good, man. He's so
Yeah.
good.
That's a
Anyway,
cool pose you got going there, Big B.
Oh, thanks.
You gonna get the cape flowing in there?
Oh yeah, you know me. Just laying in the body pose first, and then we'll get the. I love the capes.
Richard says guy pronounced gung fu correctly. That's how I know he's studied. Yeah.
well, if you go out to Shaolin, you'll see my name on a monument facing Bodhi Dharma's home.
There you go. Richard says he's going to China next year.
Oh, where's he
Nice.
going?
What part of China are you going to, Richard? Man, I can't believe we've already been cranking away for an hour in here, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Travis, you've made quite a bit of progress on yours. That character at the top wasn't there
Oh yeah.
earlier in the stream.
Yeah, I wanted to add the his sidekick.
Yep.
Bacteria sidekick, which I don't know the kid's name, so that's the only thing I don't know about. So.
Richard says Wuhan, Beijing, and Xinghao.
Shenzhou?
Qinzhou, probably Qinzhou. Zhengzhou.
Mm. Well, that's cool. What's he going out there for?
He says correct. What are you going out there for, Richard? We got so many awesome people that hang out with us in the streams every week. A lot of times we have people from Australia, Brazil.
Oh, I got a lot of friends in Australia.
He says he's actually going there to pick up Aiden, my son. He says I lived in China for years. Man, Richard,
no
Richard, we learn new stuff about you all the time, man. You're like the man of mystery. He's like in everybody's live stream chat. He mods.
What's his favorite part of China?
Richard says the background of his profile pic right there that's on the screen is the Great Wall of China. What's your favorite part, Richard? Favorite place? Beijing, he says.
Hmm.
There you go.
I like Hong Kong myself. Has he visited Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
Have any of you been to Hong Kong?
I have.
I have not. I'm too big to be on a plane for that many hours, guy.
Yeah.
Guy, you know I'm big, but when we meet in person, you're going to be like, oh, that's why he doesn't want to go on long flights.
No, trust me, I know.
Big B and Travis have met me in person, so they kind of have more perspective on it.
I can't wait, but I have known guys and I've trained guys who were like huge.
Yeah.
320, 6'4", 6.
We don't like being crammed into airplanes for that many hours.
Well, let me tell you, no one likes being crammed next to you because
I know exactly.
It's not your fault, but geez, man, and you're on it. I mean, those aren't short flights.
No.
No.
You got another. You what? Kilowog? Is that who you're drawing there?
Yeah. I'm trying to take it slow. Just screw around.
Yeah, slow. You've done like 10 con-worthy commission sketches in the time we've been on here.
you know what though? I want to tell. Can I tell you guys something and everyone out there?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me tell you guys something. So it's important. It's important when you're an artist and you're trying to make money. Okay, learn. So if I say to a lot of you guys, I say, okay, I want you to do a commission, right?
Right.
So and then I say, okay, I'm at a convention and I want you to do a commission for me at the convention. The convention commission isn't usually going to be the same detail as a commission at home, right?
Yeah.
But here's what I would suggest to everyone. Try to find this sweet spot between getting your work done at a convention so you can make the money as a commission and doing that, having that thought process when you work on commissions at home and on pages and on work. The
Yeah.
reason why is lots of times I see guys who will get in there and they'll work for that dang, I'm going to use my hands here,
Yeah.
dang commission money because it could go away, you know? So you got to get it, you know, while you're there. But when they go home, they think they have something to prove and this and that. Listen, you're proving something every time you draw anything. And you're proving something every time because someone's going to post it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Find a sweet spot. If you could find a sweet spot and think about this commission, this job is a commission, like at a convention. If I was at a convention, what would I do to get this done at a convention? Get it done.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean bad. You find a sweet spot where you understand what you're doing. What it'll do is it'll help you find a way. It'll find a path. You'll find a comfortable path in your own body and your own skin. And you'll be forced to learn what lines that you think work and don't. And you will become efficient. And it will save your career at times. Because when you're sick and you're this or that, you're efficient. Because you train in that way. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot like when I box, it's like getting on a bicycle. I've thrown these punches so many times, but efficiently and correctly, and I do it, but I go straight to the source. I don't fuck around. Oh, sorry, I'm cursing.
You're all
I
right.
don't
You're all right.
It's okay.
I don't screw around. I just do it, and I get it done, and I focus. It'll help if anyone out there has a problem, no problem with commissions, but has a problem getting your work done or find it harder or something like that. You could subdue that by thinking of it at your mindset. What is your mindset for that?
Yeah.
And bring your mindset there. Bring your mindset there. You'll do so much better than you ever thought you could do under pressure, and it won't be pressure anymore. It'll be gone. It won't even be pressure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I talk a lot. I'm sorry.
Really?
Ed, you're kind of second fastest on here tonight. you got if Yevgeny was in here, it's like usually Yevgeny and Ed are like get the most done during the streams, I think. But Guy is, showing all of you up tonight. But I would expect no less from a industry pro like Guy.
Listen, everybody, yeah, I'm fast. But I'm trying to slow down. I'm trying to like just slow down. But again, that's where this comes from, guys. It comes from that thought process of going. You don't have a choice.
Right.
You don't have a choice. When you think you have a choice, that's a problem. You don't have a choice. Get it done. Do it. Work on it. Finish it. It's. But think of it as a commission. It's a convention commission, and you're like, all right, I got to get this done. I only have. I got to leave soon. Blah blah blah. You'll find that that. But anyway, I'm really having fun. I started doing live drawing stuff with people.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of fun, man, and it's the only time I get to draw where I'm not doing something that has to be done or I can't show to people or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're doing it for you. You're keeping that spirit of why you started doing all of this alive, right?
Yeah, man. And again, I will have a Patreon soon, and I want I want to have some fun. That's one of the other reasons I want to have a little fun, and people get to learn stuff and ask questions and grow and develop themselves. And
I'm
assuming
when you set that up, you're probably gonna do like different tiers, like where they'll be able to get like portfolio reviews from you and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm only going to do a certain amount of that per like week or month. I'm really not, that's not really something I want to delve into. But a lot of people, like, they just watch, they'll learn so many things that, they might learn one thing, but one thing could change so much about everything that they do that it saves them so much time. And
Yeah.
and they see it different. They'll see something. They'll just see what they're doing in a different light, just
Right.
watching and paying attention or asking questions. But I will do some of that for some people, but it won't, it'll be more like, you know, um, well, I'm not sure. I don't want to say because then I'm stuck with whatever I say I'll do, and
Gotcha.
I don't want to promise,
We got you on the live saying it, so the people are
Yeah,
gonna hold you to it. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, I'm saying this stuff live, right? You gotta slow down.
What I heard
'Cause-
him say was certain people he'll do it for, so I'm gonna say that he meant me.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really enjoying this, guys, and it's an honor to sit here with all you guys, and you're
No,
all
it's an
great
honor
artists.
to have you on here, man. This is
Yeah.
like this is honestly like having having a Buscema on or a you know
Well,
Larry Hama or whoever. Like that's you're amongst those are your peers, man. You're right up there. This is a great opportunity for everybody to learn.
I got to tell you on that, you know, I it's strange because I have had some professionals say that to me once. I was in a room, and I think it was me and Dan and Ron, me and Dan Penosian and Ron Garney, and we're at New York Comic Con, and we're standing there, we're talking and stuff, and Dan says, because all Dan is like unreal, that guy,
He's
another Armenian.
really he's really hit his stride here recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and the thing is that Dan, we're standing there, and and Dan says, look around, and I'm like, yeah, and me and Ron are standing, and he says, do you guys realize we're standing here in the room full of the greatest artists in the entire world? And I was like, wow, that's yeah, I never thought of that. And we're amongst them. I was sandwiched between Larry Hama and Ron Garney,
Yeah.
and Jason Alexander, I think, was there on the next to us, and uh, I was just like, wait, how did I get here?
Yeah.
How the fudge did that happen? But then I turn around and I go, wait, how old am I? How
Yeah.
long have I been doing this? Holy crap. I didn't even realize, so I appreciate you saying that. And I have had people say that to me before who are big name guys. And when you're backstage with Stan Lee and Joe Sinnott, it's a dream come true. You go, wait a minute. Wait, who was I just with? And
Yeah.
then you tell, somebody says, well, what'd you do over the weekend? Oh, I was hanging out with Stan and Joe and blah, blah, blah. And then you go, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's, and Walter Simonson is one of my good friends. And he was, Jack Kirby is my impetus to draw, right? Comics. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby is, the greatest of all time. But, the Herbie and those guys, but, Walter, I saw Walter's, and if anyone hasn't seen this, you got to see it. It's Walter's Alien adaptation. Any of you guys did any of you ever see Walter Simonson's Alien, the movie adaptation magazine?
I've seen some of the art from it before.
Please go take a look at it, everyone. It's amazing. But I saw it and I couldn't buy it when I was a kid. But I remembered it, and I went absolutely batty and drew it for so long from memory. I went to go see the first time. Ian took me. Ian's always been helping me get into the industry.
Yeah.
Ian took me to go see Dave Cockrum for the first time. First artist who was going to look at my work was Dave Cockrum. And I mean, it was amazing that, I'm sorry, I was going off on a tangent, but long story short, I'm sitting there, and Walters, I'm one of you guys. You're one of us, guy. You're one of us, guy. And my friends are
Yeah.
like, you're one of us. And when Sal Buscema writes a letter to me that you're never, because I'm like, I think I'm going to go do this and that, and because I'm going to do film and stuff. And he goes, nah, you'll never really leave comics, guy. You're one of us. You know, when Sal says that, when Joe Sinnott, I'm sitting there eating dinner, and Joe Sinnott and I, like to share dinners and stuff when we go out. It was like, I'm not trying to boast. I'm just trying to say that at the end of the day, any one of you could get there, and everyone has their own story, and everyone gets there in their own time.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is to anyone out there who's younger, who's starting, who's trying to learn and stuff, you can actually get there, but you've got to keep drawing. You've got to keep producing stuff. You've got to keep working. Don't worry about what anyone says about your work. Just keep going and you'll be accepted. And the greatest reward is when you're sitting there and you're sitting there with all these great guys and legends and you're going, who, me? Who, me? Because you don't even know that you're one of them,
Yeah.
but you'll get there if you just keep working hard.
Well, I'm going to go around the horn here and give everybody the spotlight. Travis, you're always you've got 3 pieces in the works at all times, it seems. I'm really digging that Punisher Spidey Wolverine you got there.
Yeah, I was. I put it on a cover a few weeks ago. Some blue line work on it, and I'm just kind of going back over it. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and start inking it tonight.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
We're probably only gonna be doing about 15 more minutes, guys.
Yeah, I gotta go anyway.
Yeah, I know. In most, you're East Coast, and Ed, you're East Coast too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll do about 15 more minutes on here. So I want to encourage anybody in the chat right now. I'm gonna just kind of go around and show progress on what everybody's doing, but I encourage you to take this opportunity to ask questions. If you got a how to draw question that you want to pop down in the chat, we can all kind of give our take on it, or if it's just more industry inside stories or whatever it may be, throw it down. We got about 15 more minutes to go and we will cover it. I'm popping over to Mr. Big B. Oh, there we go. You're starting to lay the cape in there now.
Yeah.
The cloak.
Yep.
Nice. It's looking good. You use I've asked you this before. You like to use a little softer lead. You use that HB mechanical.
Yeah, it's a cheap pencil from Dollar Tree.
Is that a 7 or a 5?
Oh, geez, what's it here? 7.
Yeah, I thought so because you're getting a little heavier line weights with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, coming along.
And guys, if you're in the chat, check out Bigby's Instagram because he's been auctioning off some of his originals recently and doing some blind bids and all sorts of cool stuff. So definitely make sure you check that out.
Black Widow is still up, so she closes on Monday night. So.
Yeah, and he also. I just scored some amazing Jack Kirby Fantastic Four comics from him as well. So if you're looking for some comics, definitely want to hit him up too. He helped me fill in some gaps in my Kirby Fantastic Four run. And Ed,
more if you need them there, James.
I know you do, buddy. You're trying to make me go broke before Christmas, man. Well, you didn't show me any Buscema Surfer. You said you had
couldn't find the only ones I could find. I'll show you. I think they're right here.
Only ones you could find would probably break the bank.
The only one I could find right away was.
I gave you the full screen back because I gotta see this.
Give me a second. It's here.
We're all waiting with bated breath here.
It's this one, but it's signed by Stan Lee inside.
Oh,
wow.
So it's like one of the
issue
last.
18, huh? Is that a Kirby cover?
It's a Kirby cover and a Lee signature. So it's like one of the last things that Lee and Kirby kind of
It is the last thing that Lee and
associated
Kirby
with
did together.
together. So
Is the signature inside or is it on the
I can
cover?
show it to you. It's inside.
See, he's tempting me. And Richard, but see, now you've shown it on the stream, and Richard's going to try to snipe me on it because he saw. Now it's the OG. It's where they signed on the inside of the.
Yeah, they didn't used to want to sign on the cover. That
Yeah.
ruined the book, right? So
And
this
guys,
is really nice.
This is a pro collector tip. You always look on this inside page for the signatures. If you ever pick up a run of old books, you'd be surprised how many of them you'll find. Oh, it looks like did Kirby do the interiors too?
Yeah, Kirby did
on
the
issue
interior on that
18?
one too. Yep.
Wow.
Damn it, Big B. I might be DMing you after this, you son of a gun.
Yeah, that's all Jack. Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, put that away before somebody in the chat messages you before I can.
I remember I bought like there was a sale at a comic shop, and I went and they had like dollar comics for like 50 cents, right?
Yeah.
So I went there and I bought a couple of long boxes. I get home, right? I open it up. I found 2 signatures in 2 comics.
See?
I can't remember. I think one was Garcia Lopez.
Yeah.
And the other one, I opened it up and it said Gil Kane.
Yeah.
And I was like, literally, they cost me 50 cents each.
See, this is what people don't realize. Back in the day, they didn't want to. They felt it was like sacrilege to sign on the cover, so they would sign on the inside like that. You got to look.
It would damage the book.
Yeah, and people are surprised to. A lot of times, people will actually go into their collections after finding that out and go through them and find some signatures inside their old books they didn't even realize were there.
So James, these are. I got all these at the same place.
You just
still have the original price tags on them. I walked in.
You just stop. Don't be tempting me more.
So no, these were. So this is the price they had on it.
Yeah.
And they hadn't changed it in over 10 years.
Yeah.
It was in a picture frame. I go, is that really signed by Stan Lee? They go, yeah. I go, I'll take it. And then they had that one.
Oh, there you go.
By Lee. This one is signed on the cover, like right there.
Nice.
And then this one signed on the interior.
Very nice.
Nice high grade.
Stiltman.
Yeah,
that's the first appearance of Stiltman right there.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. So I was like, I'll take all of them.
Smart man.
I mean, they're worth way more than what I paid. So.
Oh yeah. Ed, final look at yours, buddy. Look at that.
It's coming out nice.
Can you bring that a little closer to your camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
On it too.
Yeah, I'm liking that line weight. You're gonna go in there and fill those blacks. I'm assuming that you blocked out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I was like hesitant to do it right now because
Ed, I gotta tell you this, man. I love your digital stuff. I love the stuff that I've seen that I know you did digitally. But honestly, brother, I loving your traditional work. I think it's even better. If I'm going to be honest.
I super appreciate that.
Yeah, it's you're already amazing, but the stuff I've seen you do the past couple of weeks traditionally has just been next level.
Man,
it's pretty awesome, Ed. It's pretty awesome, man.
And I appreciate it, guys. And also too, like that's what I want to do next year is really kind of again like have fun and go back to that 12-year-old kid that wouldn't think about doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got some of this stuff here that I'm getting ready to. Yeah.
So there you go. You got your quills. Yeah.
I just want to have fun again and play around.
Oh, that makes that's a great opportunity for me to ask Guy something that I've been wanting to ask.
Well, hold on real quick, because
no. Go ahead.
I did have one question for Guy.
No, don't be. Now I made you remember you had a question. I was going to ask him first. He's my buddy. No, I'll just call him after I get off the stream.
No, go ahead. I could answer both. Go ahead, real quick.
Go ahead, Ed.
No, the question I wanted to ask is the value of doing your own stories and working on your own like characters and stuff versus drawing these, the IPs of a Blade or a
Okay,
Spider.
here's how it goes.
Mm,
I can work on IPs, right? And I do like to work on IPs, right? But you have to explore doing being a creator on your own at times too. You really have to.
mm,
Almost every artist that I know, or almost any artist that I've known or know, whether they were working on those IPs or not, they still explored their own creations.
mm,
I am an artist who prefers to work on his own creations, but then I'll start a toy company and I'll do this and I'll make a movie and you know.
Yeah.
But I think you really just you get your name working on the bigger stuff and
mm,
the IPs,
mm,
but you need to create. Personally, create.
mm,
I am a character creator. All the stuff I worked on, I was lucky enough to get people to want to produce the stuff that I create with the biggest names in the world or of all time and stuff. And I've had Neil Adams draw my. Something really cool when you have Neil Adams draw your character, when you have Bill Sienkiewicz draw your characters, when you
mm.
have Walter, I'm sorry, Sal, all these people drawing your characters that you created. That won't happen usually at most companies, not anymore.
Right.
Maybe back in the day, and sometimes now, but you really have to explore that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, my question for you, Guy, was going to be a technical one.
Yeah.
Um, when inking with a crow quill, what's the trick to keep from tearing up the paper and end up with those little paper globs in the end of the nib? Is that just come with the territory?
Okay. So there are different nibs you can work with, and some are softer and more flexible.
Yeah.
Sometimes guys who tend to put a lot of pressure down, they tear up the paper. I don't know what kind
Right.
of paper you're using either. You know.
Just like your Strathmore, like your some of the higher quality Bristol board.
Okay.
Like
So
they have your. I prefer like the smooth. I don't really like the overly toothy Bristol board.
okay. So you like a hot press. A hot press
Yeah.
is soft, is flat and smooth, and a cold press has more texture. It has a kid
Right.
finish
Right.
or it has a rough. So, listen, what I would suggest is just explore your options. You might be a guy who would be better off with a brush pen, or
Yeah.
some people use rapi- rapidographs. Some people uh, um, use what do you call it? Calligraphy pens.
Yeah.
I was talking to Mike Royer, and we were talking about tools, and it doesn't matter what you use. I just want
Yeah.
everyone to know that. You might go, well, back in the day, you used a quill. Well, some people used a brush, and Gil Kane used markers, and
Yeah.
I used to ink with a ballpoint pen.
Right.
That's what
I
I'm using
used,
right there.
yeah, I
Yeah.
used to always ink, and people would come up to me and go, other inkers would come up, what did you ink this with? It's so black. Where'd you get that line? And what I was doing was I was using a Uniball Vision Elite
Oh,
pen,
okay.
and what it is the black ink was meant to flow really smoothly, and it was super black.
Yeah.
But you had to learn how to control it. So really,
Right.
you have to learn how to control any tool, but you need to find a tool that fits well in your monstrous hand, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Yeah, with the
And
quill, like I got some nice lines here with the quill, like on the rib cage and stuff, but it was just tearing up the paper too much. And then all of this here is micron and brush pin, and
okay, well,
I have a lot better control with those than I did with the quill.
let me save your life forever. None of it matters. And you
Yeah.
know what? And you can use multiple tools. If you go
Yeah.
back and look at Terry Austin's inking, people tell me he never used markers. Oh, really? Then why is some of it brown? Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you go, okay, if you really look at some of that stuff, you could see somebody told me a story where they walked in on him and he had like five different pens in his fingers.
Yeah.
So sometimes he would use a quill, he would use a brush. Lots of times he would use both, but sometimes he also mixed markers with it. Or I don't know there was a name for them. I don't know what they were called. I can't remember. It was from a long time ago, even
Yeah.
before I was old enough to know. But it doesn't matter, and you can mix it up, and you can mix and match it, and no one cares when you scan that stuff in and you level it off and everything. It just looks like black ink. So
Yep.
do not pigeonhole yourself on anything. If you're working on something and you're tearing the paper up and it's causing you extra time, don't use that tool.
Yeah, yeah,
Use a different one.
that's what I did. I moved on and I stuck with my microns and my brush pen that I know I have better results with. So I was just wondering, I didn't know if there was a trick to it or if it just kind of comes with the
Yeah,
territory or
well, there is a trick. Practice, 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 and
yeah.
learn, learn. It's you have to. Everyone's different. Everybody's body is different.
I didn't know
You
if I was like holding the pin wrong, like at the wrong angle, like
Well, unless I'm watching you, I can't tell you. But
yeah,
if you're digging the paper at all, it's you're
something's
using what
wrong.
you're just
Yeah,
you. It could be your feather stroke. When you feather stroke. For anyone who doesn't know that, is when you put pressure down and then you pull up as you stroke, as you make the stroke.
guy,
So and
what
it
you're
makes
telling me, these bad boys are a problem. This muscle here, this muscle, these muscles from arm wrestling here, because it looks like a turkey leg. You're saying that's too powerful for the quill, right? That's
yeah,
what you're telling me.
yeah, man. And you have to watch your shoulder weight.
Yeah,
If people get you don't realize that you're sometimes getting tired and you're resting on your pinky or
yeah,
you're leaning in and you don't know, but it's really your body's fatiguing.
yeah.
It's hard, even though you're big, right? It's hard to carry the weight that you have. Your
Oh,
skeleton is
for
constantly,
sure.
yeah. So I mean, you're putting pressures you might not even realize it because it doesn't feel like anything to you. So
Yeah.
so I would suggest just messing around with other stuff, but I mean, keep practicing with the quill until you get that soft stuff.
Yeah, and that was
That
more
self.
like I know I can play it safe and I can use the other things, but I kind of just wanted to push myself to see if I could do it, you know.
Of
But
course, and
you're
you
right
should.
though. I haven't practiced enough with it, I guess.
Yeah, and just watch the feather stroke because it could be the
Yeah,
feather stroke. You're laying down. If it's contours and that's happening, you're focusing too much on that contour to make it so right that you're
right.
digging into the paper.
That's probably it, more than likely what it was. Yeah.
So I hope
Awesome.
that helps.
Well, that helps a lot, guys. Well, listen, I'm gonna go back here to where we're just all on the same layout here. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in with us today. Get that off the screen, Big B McFly. He's trying to tempt me with more stuff I can't afford. Actually, the bad part is it's not about not being able to afford it. It's about not being able to justify it during the holidays, you know?
I
one
got you.
hundred percent.
But I just want to thank all the viewers. I got to give this man's beautiful mug the full screen. Look at that guy. Guy,
The guy.
thank you so much for being
Thank you.
here with us today,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Awesome.
man.
Hang with you,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you for having me. And always do the do, Scooby Doo. And
Yes, sir.
um, can I pitch my stuff real quick?
Absolutely, brother. We got to let everybody know where they can be looking. We got our Mounties versus Werewolves that people need to go out and support.
Yeah,
I know that.
yeah. Now it's a little. It was a little delayed. We'll get to that later, but it's coming along really great, and it looks incredible. And we're getting there. We're getting there. But that for that project specifically has a lot of other things attached to it that people have no idea about.
Yeah.
that they're going to find out about. You're going to be, I'll just say this, you're going to be able to ingest so much different kinds of things for Mounties vs. Werewolves next year that you have no idea. And it's going to be great. And the next project I'd like to talk about being fulfilled right now, and it's called Lost Landers from Bamco. It's my company, me and Thomas Chillemi. And it's you can go. I think you can back it, but go to find comics and gaming in Bethany Beach, I think, or Delaware, Delaware. Uh, uh, and you can get copies of that, or contact me. And it's a I mean, it's like 100 pages or 88
Is
pages or
that
90
the
pages.
Origins collection guy?
That's correct. I don't
Okay,
know.
so it doesn't look like that one can be backed anymore, but
No, but you could contact me and I'll tell you where to get it, and I could get you a copy. And it's got a ton of my stuff in there, and it's Walter and we. You can get Walter to sign it, Wheezy, Scott Hanna, Chris Ryall. You know, just a lot of signatures you can grab, and imagine going, you know, it's going to have a whole toy series, and we're talking animation too now. So what you're getting is a series that's at the first book of that series, and with those characters, and for people to get to know them. So it's a good thing to pick up.
awesome. Well,
Sweet.
listen, I encourage everybody to get out. Oh, look, he's got the Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah, if you guys want this, contact me.
That's the
Uh,
cover you just did, right?
yeah. Josie and the
Awesome.
Pussycats. You can get that.
We,
There's only 300 made, so
And Richard's putting all your pertinent links in the chat. And my wife is telling me my dinner is in the microwave. Miss Amy, Miss Creative Musings is in the chat.
oh,
Awesome. Well,
just want to
well,
say one thing. First of
yeah,
all,
go for it.
hello to her, and I want to wish her a Merry Christmas.
Awesome.
Um, and I want to wish everyone out there a Merry Christmas, and all you guys a Merry Christmas. Have a safe holiday. Please drink responsibly, and please drive safe.
Absolutely, Guy. Well, I couldn't end it on any better note. Gentlemen, thanks for being here today. And hang out for a moment when we go backstage here, guys. But I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks to all the viewers. Thanks to all the artists today. Thank you, Mr. Guy Dorian Sr. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.